This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-five figures or more share their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In a few sentences, Trish, tell me who you are and what you do.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Trish Lito. I am what we call the unicorn breeder. I take average service-based entrepreneurs and turn them into magical beings who press live with purpose and increase revenue with 5-minute lives. I'm the founder of 5-Minute Lives, a simple yet effective strategy that teaches businesses how to locate content that matters to their audience, dominate their industry, and show up as the authority and go-to expert so that people not only want to learn from them, but they want to hire them. I'm also the very proud co-founder of the Military Women's Conference. We're having our inaugural event here in the Tampa Bay area, February 3rd and 4th at the Tampa Convention Center, where we are bringing together women of the military veterans, military spouses, and mothers of service members, where we educate them, empower them, and embrace them.
So digest that. You may want to rewind and go back and listen to that again. That was awesome, Trish. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being in business?
Relationship building. My favorite thing is the relationships, the lifelong friendships that I'm making, especially when you position yourself appropriately and you don't come across like a scumbag. And I mean that in the most honest way. When you build your business on integrity and you come to start a conversation with someone with the idea of getting to know them actually as a person and how you can, really have that connection with them. I think that's the most powerful thing, because whether or not you end up doing business with that person and they buy your thing, they're going to end up connecting you with somebody else who will buy your thing. So you will end up being profitable and you will build up revenue because your network is in fact your net worth.
I love that. And I just have to say, it's interesting. I'm a pattern guy, you know that. I watch the patterns, and you're the first one that has actually said relationships, although I know it's important to everyone, but you're the first one that called it out. That's amazing. I love that. Question number 3. We hear from you're going to love this. We hear from other business owners. They're getting so much business that the chaos is causing overwhelm. Tell me your thoughts on that, Trish.
I think that setting boundaries in business is one of the most powerful things that we can do. And I don't have all the answers by any means, Brad, but the hardest lesson that I learned from 2019 that I'm totally incorporating into 2020 is I'm setting boundaries. I think that our businesses do become chaotic and we do become stressed out and we're pulling our hair out of our heads when we show up on the internet in general, and the internet is just one big shiny object, right? It's either our phones or our computers or phone calls or gaming or YouTube or attending events. And, we think we know what we want to get ourselves into, but, then we watch one webinar, one masterclass after another. And then what we actually want to do, what we actually should do, gets completely miscombobulated, and we get off track, we lose focus, we're not productive anymore, we're not intentional with our work anymore, we're just flying through our newsfeed and seeing what everybody's posting about whatever. And I think that when we stop doing that and we start looking at our day, Brad, you're a planning guy. This is exactly what you do. When we look at our entire day and we plan out our day and say, what about the hours of my day in my business is going to make me profitable, right? Because at the end of the day, we got to be profitable. What about the times of our day is going to make me profitable? You will find that time again, because people say all day long, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that, I don't have time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So you have to find within those 24 hours of your day, what time is going to make you the most productive to make you the most profitable.
Absolutely love it. How could I love that more? Question number 4. Question number 4. What other successful business owners like yourself should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
Ooh, I've got a few. Sean Douglas. Iris N. Green. She is my my business partner, the co-founder of Military Women's Conference. She's an absolute powerhouse of a woman. Arnie Giske, Dr. Robert Garcia. If you haven't already had him on, he's incredible, absolute powerhouse. My business coach, Chad Thibodeau. He's an incredible guy. He's kind of hard to get a hold of. Oh my God, there's so many people. Brandy Holloway, Donnie Bovine, just absolute powerhouses in my industry. I know I'm forgetting somebody and they're going to be mad at me that I forgot to mention them. I'm just, Ben Buckwalter.
You talk about relationships and then you just throw out a whole bunch of them. And I know you could go on and on and on. This is one of the things I love about you, Trish. Question number 5, let's get to the crux of the wisdom. What piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners?
Use social media to be social, but remember there are other platforms to also be more intentional, right? So there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, but there's also Reddit. There's also Craigslist. There's also the Nextdoor app. Like, have conversations with your community. Get on actual Yahoo and get on actual Google and start commenting on articles that people write. Start finding people who have really powerful blogs that you like and start commenting on their blogs. Start inviting them to come onto your platform. Invite them onto a Facebook Live. If you want to become a paid speaker by any means, or you want more people to see you in your business, then start hosting your own events. Don't wait for the opportunities to come to you, create them.
Huge. I love that you just brought that up too, because I think the Google, the Yahoo, the Medium, Reddit, that escapes a lot of people and they're just on main platforms. But once you're solid on those platforms, reaching out to those others is awesome. That is phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's switch gears for a second. What's the most fun vacation you ever had, Trish?
Oh my God. So my mother is from New Zealand, and I've been to New Zealand four times in my life. I think 4 times in my life.
I didn't know that.
And the last time, so my dad was in the Navy, go Navy, and he met my mother while he was stationed in Port Chalmers in Dunedin, New Zealand. And so they met, they quote unquote dated because he was in port for a long time. So they've been married for 55 years, and we got to go to New Zealand a handful of times. And the last time I went to New Zealand, I actually went by myself. It was October of 2007. But I went by myself, and I was not gonna lie to you, I was kind of scared, right? It was very nerve-wracking to fly by myself to another country. But my mother's entire family on my mother's side is there. So I had all my aunts, uncles, cousins. I was couch surfing. I had the time of my life. I went for a month. I had the time of my life. So a big part of like my goals for 2020 is, so my husband and I have big goals for 2020. We're going to sell our house, buy a brand new house. We're going to completely get out of debt, hopefully as well, by the end of the year. And then in 2021, we're taking the kids and we want to go to New Zealand. So
love it. Yeah. Absolutely love that. I totally see all your passion about that. Trish, thank you so much for being on. What's the website or social media, or what's the best way for people to get in touch with you when they want to get in touch with you?
Right. They go to my website. Honestly, go to my website. If you're interested in having a one-on-one strategy call, you can book a call. Unfortunately, I don't have the capacity to do free strategy sessions anymore, so there is a price tag on that. But if you want to dig into my content for free, feel free to look me up on YouTube. Feel free to go to my website. There's some videos on there. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at @the_expert_connection. And and then also you can visit our website, militarywomen'sconference.com, to see what I'm up to with the conference and my fellow women of the military.
Absolutely love it. Thanks for being on. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-5 figures or more share their wisdom globally. Thanks for joining us.